This one might piss you off, though. CD Projekt Red admits original author Andrzej Sapkowski was not consulted on Ciri Witcher role in Witcher 4. Kind of a D move. CD Projekt Red has admitted it didn't consult the Witcher author or series author Andrzej Sapkowski regarding their decision to make Ciri a Witcher and turn her into a primary protagonist of The Witcher 4. I mean, at least talk to him. He doesn't have to be like super involved, but be like, "Hey, it seems like this is where you were going. Are we right? And how would you have done it?" Just some ideas. I mean, the dude only invented the character out of whole cloth. In a recent interview with Eurogamer, The Witcher 4 game director Sebastian Kalemba and narrative director Philip Weber made it abundantly clear that the direction they're taking with Ciri's character is not only controversial, but also seemingly unsupported by Andrzej Sapkowski, the original author of the Witcher saga. Yeah, this Ciri looks different, but I feel like the graphics are a lot different too. Like, I feel if they did Geralt with these same kind of graphics that they're using in this game, he would look different too. They just added a little bit more plumpness to her face, I guess. I don't know. I feel like she looks more realistic, but whatever. It's just me. When asked directly, about Sapkowski's involvement in The Witcher 4, Kalemba admitted that the man who created Geralt of Rivia and Ciri had no involvement in the project whatsoever. Actually, he's hands-off, Kalemba said, but, he's not involved in the form of a consultant or whatever. We have a great relationship with him, so we meet with Andrzej Sapkowski from time to time, discuss things. Despite this claim of a great relationship, the team's decision to fully transform Ciri into a Witcher stands at odds with established lore. Here's the debate that I was talking about. Here we go. The debate centers around whether Ciri can or should undergo the trial of the grasses, the brutal alchemical process that creates a Witcher. Traditionally, no woman has ever survived this trial, and the very notion that Ciri could casually achieve this feat flies in the face of the franchise's foundational logic. In the books, women do not become Witchers, not because they lack aptitude, but because the gruesome genetic alterations that define Witcherhood simply don't allow it. This is a long-standing point of canon that fans have come to accept and respect. Yet, Weber attempts to defend the choice by pointing to ambiguous textual moments. Quote, in the books, Andrzej Sapkowski called Ciri a Witcher multiple times, and Geralt called Ciri a Witcher. He said, failing to reach the straws that he was grasping at. Quote, so I think that basically says that Andrzej Sapkowski thinks about the topic. The argument overlooks the contextual meaning behind those references. Being affectionately or symbolically called a Witcher is not the same as surviving the trial of the grasses and being physically transformed into one. The difference between a term of endearment or informal title and an actual lore-backed metamorphosis is massive and has always been crystal clear to anyone familiar with the series. From the neutral creative decisions insisting that Ciri can be a Witcher without Sapkowski's explicit endorsement, feels like developers are putting words in the author's mouth. Kalemba's admission that Sapkowski is hands-off in the development process means any supposed approval is purely inferred and likely misguided. In fact, Sapkowski has repeatedly spoken out against the games and Netflix series that adapt his work. Okay, well, first of all, I gave my opinion on she has elder blood. So, I mean, it's an injection that transforms you. If she has elder blood, that could be a way around it. And I think it is not super far-fetched to think that. On the other hand, not even consulting the author and just, talking it over is like, hey, what about this? I think it's stupid and a D move. And if you had a third hand here is that this is what you get when you sell your work. Andrzej Sapkowski is like, dollar bills, y'all. And he sold the rights to his work, the CD Projekt Red and Netflix, and they did what they did. I think the game... That's another thing Razor Fist was talking about. Like, he's such a contemptual person sometimes. I follow him because sometimes he has some decent takes. Man, he has... I'm still failing to grasp the word. I can't think of it now, but he has these takes and it's just like, dude, you're just like being obstinate, and you always want to be that guy with the ridiculous take. But he said the Witcher games all suck and whatever. I'm like, give me a freaking break. Like, if you think the Witcher games suck, then like, it's an opinion. And I got into a stupid, goofy argument with some guy on Getter about this. And me and my friend Greg, before he passed away, we used to get into these arguments as well. Where I'm like, dude, his opinion is so wrong. And he's like, an opinion can't be wrong. That's what an opinion is. And I'm like, no. An opinion can be so bad, it's wrong. And this guy, and Greg got so mad at me about that. I'm like, dude, calm the F down. Like, it's my opinion that opinions are wrong is also an opinion. But that guy on Getter, I just kept going and going with him just to piss him off, and he was like fighting me about it. But seriously, if you think the Witcher games are bad, I just don't know what to tell you. Either you don't like, and he was like, they're not real RPGs because you're not actually role playing. Like, oh my god, yes, they all lead to. All of your decisions lead to different outcomes and different missions or whatever. So that's what makes it an RPG. If it's not as deep as you would like, whatever. But that's what she said. Either way, the games are objectively great games. I'll say that now. They are objectively great games.